everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Huskies going up against the Eagles. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Toronto Huskies and our home team. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Ryan on first down. Left side, caught by Matthews. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll run it here. This is James White. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
2nd down, 8. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
Get up!
They'll run here. It's Murray. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run that time by Murray. And even 50 yards on the ground. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, Ryan. He's got time. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Malik Jackson able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll run for it. This is White. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. James White punching it in from a yard away. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he cuts it out to the sideline. There he goes right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. On 3rd down, Murray. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Murray fighting Jordan Matthews all by himself. And he cuts it out left sideline. Room ahead. Touchdown. Jordan Matthews, 66 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offense to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the... They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Just a little educational piece. I know a lot of people here, 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen. Usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3. Those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. They come up in an offset eye. Back to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll come out in the pistol. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And touchdown. Des Bryant, 47 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes. because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And now back out comes the offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Murray, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll come out in the pistol. And the back goes into motion. Now Ryan on second down. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This complete to Lockett. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Time to step aside. Back to the booth right after this. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Ryan. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Ryan keeps it on the sneak. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
We often hear analysts talk about a quarterback's wingspan, almost like a forward in basketball. But here's where it pays to have a long reach. They find a slight opening and are able to stick the ball forward to pick up first downs.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. This time Ryan will throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Hey, we got to get this stop here,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, we'll see the pistol here. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the 3rd quarter. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now. We got 4. All right, now, let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got some space here. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Double tight. 3 down. Hey, hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a cut to the sideline. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And quickly they get to the line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ryan. He gets it to Matthews, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Ryan. He was in search of the tight end, Troy Nicholas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A toss to Murray. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Again, it's Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
3rd down now following the run. Third and 2, now Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Ryan. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. 2nd and goal now from the 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So now a big kick here for Travis Coons. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Now let's go. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Wilson has it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Really nice little connection there. They go with the corner route, and it works out well.
And the best way to set up the corner route is to throw slants throughout the ball game so that when you're able to get back outside, the defender has to respect the inside game.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got Rome. Cuts it out here, left sideline. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A big play there out of the running game. 37 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive
DBs.
backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line? Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. They're able to locate Wilson. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a first carry for their fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.